I don't know if you check social media, Alex, but the immediate reaction online seems to be it's going to be Oleksandr Usyk's skills against Anthony Joshua's power. And most British fans are saying Usyk won't be able to stand up to AJ's power. What can you say to British fans to change their minds?
You know, when you have power, it's not sufficient, because you need to place this power somewhere. And to place the power, you have to land a proper punch. And to land the proper punch, you have to have some extraordinary skills. And if a guy in front of you moves like a shadow, it's always very complicated to land your punch and to place your power. And that's why I agree with the idea that it's boxing skills versus the power. But it's also a matter of two mentalities. I mean, the one who wins the psychological war will probably be victorious.
Have you spoken to Oleksandr about the fight itself, Alex?
Many times.
And what's his thoughts on it? I know you're not going to reveal, but does he have a game plan, and does he see AJ's weaknesses?
Well, I tell you something. When we first spoke about this fight, when the idea just came up, he said, but I know how to win. No, he didn't say how to win. He said, I know how to defeat Anthony. I know what to do. It was very clear. There was no hesitation.
Those are the words of Oleksandr Krassyuk, or Alex Krassyuk. He is the promoter of Oleksandr Usyk. And as you heard him say, he asked Oleksandr Usyk, can you win? And without hesitation, he replied, I know how to beat Anthony. So we have this fight September 25th. And let me counterpunch. I know a lot of people have thought that, hey, you have two good fighters. You have two fighters that want to fight each other. You have two Olympic gold fighters. And Oleksandr Usyk is a guy that challenges himself. We know that. Just like Mikey did, just like Kell Brook did, just like Amir Khan did, just like a lot of people did. They challenged themselves. And the mentality of Oleksandr Usyk, I think, will be the difference. People forget, and this will be another sparring war video, but people forget how Oleksandr Usyk went up against a bigger, stronger heavyweight at the time. And his name is Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko gave Anthony Joshua hell. Oleksandr Usyk made Vladimir Klitschko kick him out of his media workout because of the difficulty that he was giving him in a media workout. In a media workout, you don't supposed to give any type of fighter problems, okay? And that's why he was kicked out. And that pissed off Vladimir, and he knew that someone like Oleksandr Usyk was tricky, and I learned that years ago. Okay, and I took that and I kept that. I know styles make fights. I know Anthony Joshua is no stranger to letting his hands go. But I also know that certain fighters that have similar styles, and then they can give each other problems. Oleksandr Usyk, if he can give Vladimir Klitschko problems, chances are he can give Anthony Joshua problems. Okay, that's what makes this fight so good. As you heard, Alex Krassyuk, the promoter of Oleksandr Usyk, he's the promoter, so he's supposed to be talking this, that, and the other. He said a lot of stuff in the past about this, that, and the other. Of course, he's supposed to do that. That's his job. But when he asked Oleksandr Usyk, this isn't his words. This is Oleksandr Usyk's words. So Usyk said, I know how to beat Anthony. And I'm thinking like Oleksandr, I think he's the type of guy that he thinks about things very deeply. You know what I mean? And I think he puts strategy to it. And it's just so interesting to see what type of strategy that he will use that night. Okay, the fight's been set. The date, the time, the contracts, and all that. And also in this interview, Alex said that Usyk knows that he will beat Anthony Joshua 500%. And the rematch details were the thing that they worked on more or longer than the first fight because of the confidence that Oleksandr Usyk had of beating Anthony Joshua the first fight, that the rematch clauses or the second fight had to be negotiated closely. That's some confidence there. Why? Because Anthony Joshua knows if you beat Anthony Joshua once, you got to fight him again. He's a star. Andy Ruiz knew that. A lot of people knew that by getting in the ring with him. And it was no two-way contract or any of that BS. It was he had a contract and that was that. Okay? So, it just shows you that Oleksandr Usyk intends on beating Anthony Joshua. Now, can he do it? Who knows? But he has a game plan set to do it. His confidence is there. And it's like Alex said, it was no hesitation on none of that. It was, I know how to beat Anthony Joshua. So let's see, guys, if he can beat Anthony Joshua. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.